All right, what's the next agenda item, Mr. Stewart?
From planning, resolution to approve scheduling a public hearing for the 2021 through 2025 Parks and Recreation Master Plan on January 19th, 2021.
All right.
Yes, this was deferred for 1 week. That's a mayoral item from the planning department. It was deferred for 1 week because our senior planner, who falls under his jurisdiction, was not here to present it, so he's here this week, and he can resume the presentation that he had started about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I only got one question for you, Mr. Gustafson. Thank you for sticking in this long meeting with us, and happy holidays to you. My question is, was Hidden River Park taken out of the Parks and Rec?
What it was in the plan that's under review right now, which is dated 2021 through 2025, and following your resolution 19-421, we have labeled Hidden River as an entertainment space. If you look at actually, and I'm sure a number of you have reviewed the document that is online right now. It does, on page 11, does show that there are 37 facilities and 4 civic spaces and plazas and squares. It's not under a city park or a facility. It's underneath the civic space, plaza, or square, and it's labeled as Hidden River Entertainment Space. I just had a small little thing. Yes. So, following your resolution back on 19-421, did you identify it for that resolution?
I guess this question would be for Mr. Gustafson, to you, the chair, first. I believe that was done last year. It wasn't an issue. It was, of course, when you guys passed the resolution as an entertainment space, it was deemed as an entertainment space. But again, it still remains in the plan. So my question is this inconsistent or consistent? Is it consistent with what transpired last year in terms of being in the plan or not? Meaning, was it not in the plan last year as an entertainment space?
Last year, back in 2019?
When council did not vote for it. Council didn't pass it last year because of the fact, go ahead.
It was labeled as an entertainment space, but we did,
Correct.
but with the plan that we did, made some revisions, does include a separate category and moved it out of a park, city park / facility, and moved it over into what we have called civic space, a plaza, and a square, similar to like the Saginaw Green, the Buckley Fountain, and also we also added in the amphitheater.
I guess the question would be, I'm just curious, why does it have to be included at all? Is that because you want it to be designated as something?
Just like, it's similar to like even the Saginaw Green and the Buckley Fountain. It's public facilities that would be part of any type of parks and recreation master plan. And maybe shame on us back in 2012 when it wasn't identified. The same thing with the Saginaw Green, same thing with the amphitheater. That's why now we're showing a total of 37 facilities within that plan. It's not 32, which was identified in 2012. And we're following the resolution that you did pass. It was in August of 2019.
Okay, anybody else got a question for Mr. Gustafson?
And all we're asking, and thank you, Happy New Year, everybody. also, all we're asking is to rescind the rules and approve a resolution for a public hearing for the public to make public comment.
Hey, Mr. President,
Yeah, President.
I spoke to the clerk, I think about 2 weeks ago. The link wasn't working. The link is working as of now. I mean, as of yesterday. I can guarantee it's working because my constituents notified me about it. Also, they were not able to pick it up. I know there was a list of people that signed all these documents that they wanted it, but the public did not have a way because the link itself was wrong. Also, they have no ability to go to the library. The library has been shut down. The library had its own issue that no one was allowed to go in. So how would they go to the library to review the documents?
We give them, if you looked at, I'm sure you had a chance to review the resolution that is included in your packet, we do mention the library and also City Hall. City Hall, we are open, City Hall is open from 9 to 2. If they would contact my phone number at 248-758-2816, I will make sure that they could have a chance to review it. We'll give them a hard copy that they could review in their, over at the Lion's Den, and they can review it.
Mr. President?
Okay, is there a motion to suspend the rules?
I move.
I got a question for mine.
Okay.
Actually, the question is for you, Mr. President. The question is for you. From what I'm hearing from Mr. Guston Burns, is that basically nothing has been done since last week when you asked the request of the hidden park taken out and what that category is. Am I correct? Is that what I'm hearing?
He's saying that it's a civic space. So what I'm saying to you is, we got to schedule the public hearing anyway. And so if it's not subsequently changed, or I can't find clarity in it, then vote appropriately at the time.
Yeah, but you know, and you know what, Mr. President, I agree with you. You know, I agree with you what you're saying. But how many times do you have to repeat yourself of what we want, and they come back the next and don't have it? It's total disrespect. Take it out, because it's gonna hurt that master plan. I have no problem voting this master plan down for the city. If that's not, it's not taken out of there. If that language is not taken out of there. And I don't, sometimes you can't give the opponent time to think, oh, they'll just pass it anyway. Starting in 2021, there won't be none of that for me. Hardcore, if it's not done what we ask, out of respect for the other side, it's not moving. It's staying.
Yeah, I just really don't understand why they don't take it out, and we can all
Because they have
always
no
add
plans
it
of doing
in.
so. I can tell you why. They have no plans of doing so. And I'm just not gonna go there. I'm not gonna play this game this year, 2021. It's total disrespect. That's just like you come to me, you ask me something in good faith, I don't do it. That means I have no intention of doing it. They're gonna wait till you do they're gonna have the hearing, and all the people come down and speak on it, how we have to have it, and then for us, we're doing it so wrong, when we know that this is gonna hurt downtown with Fair One. Cannot do it. We're not even entertaining the idea. So I'm just speaking on my behalf, only on my behalf, I'm not gonna vote for this hearing. I'm not gonna do it until they do what they're supposed to do. It's quite easy.
Council President, if I may, we're not talking about medical marijuana. We're talking about a Parks and Recreation Master Plan.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. But I'm talking about hidden parks. It needs to be taken out of the park. Take it out, burn. Take it out. Take it out. No, we're not talking about marijuana at all. Just take
True.
the hidden park out. It's not a park. I've been here all my life, and I've never known that to be a park.
Interesting, actually, we did some homework, there was some homework done, actually, through our administration here that we found out back in 2019, that actually that Pontiac Main Street nominated Hidden River Park and the West Alley as a nomination for an award for that. So back in 2019, back in April of that was being done. So it's been around for a while. I guess
Well,
I'm talking
Vern,
about-
you saying that didn't give me confidence that you guys listed as not a park. So
I
that's
didn't,
really
we
problematic.
have relisted, we have identified the plan as an entertainment space underneath a category of civic spaces. It's not underneath a city park / facility. If you look at page 11 on that table, you will clearly see.
What I'm saying to you is, Vern, the resolution that we passed in the council a year and a half ago said that Hidden River Park is not a park. Is that language included?
Not, we took
So,
it out
I
of the
can't-
we took it out of the
Hold on.
category.
Vern, can
In other words,
you
in
just-
other words, well, your resolution didn't say take it out of the plan.
The resolution that we passed a year ago said that Hidden River Park was not a park. I worked very diligently on that resolution to make sure that language was included. The administration decided at the time that they didn't want to include that language. All I'm asking is trying to come to agreement so this can be done. Hold up all this good work that you guys have done for one or two things. It seems very problematic to me. Either you just take it out of the plan, which is my preference, and then I'll add it back, or keep it in the plan with the express language on the documentation that Hidden River Park is not a park and should not be treated as such in any way. If that language is included in the master plan, then I don't have a problem with the hearing. So either take it out or expressly write on the page with Hidden River Park that Hidden River Park is not a park and included in the plan adoption. Those are two ways to get to the same place. If you're
Mr.
agreeing that it's not a park, yep, go ahead.
Mr. President, could we perhaps rename it Hidden Park Civic Space or something?
No, because what I'm saying to you is they're using, they put those drums in the park. And the classification for it being a park was in their plan. In the original last master plan, that space is not included at all. It's been added subsequently since then and since this discussion. I just needed to be clear that it is not a park. And so I don't understand why you can't say Hidden River Park Entertainment Space is not a park in the description, along with the adoption of the plan to be done with this. So there's clarity there, and everybody who reads this document 75 years from now will know that Hidden River Park is not a park.
Okay.
Mr. President?
Pro Tem Carter and Attorney Gill.
Okay, I was looking at this here, since I think outside the box anyway, if I realize that. One of the issues I noticed that the reason that the park wouldn't come out is the same reason that I I voted no to have all the alcohol venues downtown. Because at the moment, with it designated that we will have dispensaries or whatever downtown, the people voted on the ordinance, and in the ordinance that there are no alcohol sales within 1,000 feet of any marijuana. And just thinking right now to have alcohol from Pike Street to the other end of the city, that's good as an incubator for downtown. Just it might have destroyed all the hopes and dreams of anybody else who might be put a dispensary down there, which means that area would be totally neglected. That's my
We're not,
opinion, President.
if I may, through the council,
Yep.
if I can ask Matt Gibb to chime in. Through the
Mr.
council.
President, if I might chime in on this one, Pro Tem, well, what are you stating? Should all the bars be closed, the restaurants be closed? Because every bar down there, every restaurant sells liquor. So what are you saying?
I'm just saying that inside the ordinance, that there was a stipulation of 1,000 feet. And the reason I
There is
asked was gonna be other than just downtown, because when I said I had four of the people that could also utilize the economic stimulus for that $275. All I'm saying is, based on that and based on the ordinance that the people voted on, and I just sent a copy to Attorney Sharp and the clerk. I just sent a screenshot of what's in it, and there's no alcohol sales within 1,000 feet of any marijuana, even though there are no marijuana places available. But if they are to be, they cannot be downtown. Thank you.
Attorney Gill,
Thank you, Council President. Just, briefly to that point, that there's a different application, and I don't believe that the language necessarily applies to the pro tem, but that's a separate issue than what's being discussed. As it pertains to the improved space that's down on South Saginaw, it's currently Hidden River Park or Hidden River Entertainment Space. Regardless of that, it is an improved space that has been improved by public funds over the years. And what's being done is an attempt by Mr. Gustafson and the review that's gone through to try to use its best attempt to meet the actual language of the resolution that was passed. The resolution didn't express that Hidden River is not a park. It clearly opens the opportunity that it is in akin to entertainment space, as Mr. Gustafson put together with including how to classify the amphitheater plaza at Phoenix Center and other spaces. And so what's been placed into the master plan as a proposed master plan that really does require the public comment is an attempt to classify that so that it stays consistent with the resolution as he referenced of the council. Now, as it moves forward, certainly subject to the public comment, that classification might get further defined based on the public hearing and the work that we put forward. But it does need to be classified in some way because it's a publicly improved space. And so what Mr. Gustafson has done is try to classify that in a way that's most in accord with the resolution that the council had. I am caught a little bit because I was not with you all and assisting you as legal counsel back when all of that happened, Attorney Chubb was. And certainly Mr. Gustafson and I can continue to review that, but he's correct that the historical analysis of the improvement to the space, it has to be classified as some type of space. And what he's done is classified it in its most close characteristic to what the intent of the resolution.
Okay, I'm not going to belabor this point. I think I've come up with two reasonable solutions. And so I guess for my support, one of those needs to be made. And I don't understand, as Mr. Gibbs said, if it's an improved space, why the language can't just be added to include in the document that Hidden River Park is not a park. I don't understand why that language can't be added. Make it very clear.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead, Attorney Sherman.
Again, I don't want to belabor this either, and all due respect to Attorney Gibbs, if this whole discussion had gone on well before he came on board, and so quite clear what the issues are between council and executive and the planning department. So, I just think that it's either, you made your request, it's either it's going to be done, it's not going to be done, you guys vote accordingly. End of story, because, everybody's clear on position here, and everybody knows what they've asked for. This has been going on, it got voted down the last time because of council, your request wasn't adhered to. So either it's going to be done, it's not done, you guys can vote accordingly. So thank you.
All right, is there any motions to suspend the rules to vote on this item?
So you have, Dr. Taylor moved to suspend the rules. You need a second.
Second?
Who was it? Second by Carter?
Yes.
Okay. So, roll call on suspending the rules?
Williams?
No.
Carter?
No.
Miller?
No.
Shrimsky?
No.
Taylor Burks?
Yes.
Waterman?
Yes.
Two yeas, 4 nays.
Okay, item fails to suspend the rules. Okay, what's next on the agenda, Mr. Clerk?
It,